London is set to welcome 10 new skyscrapers, which could change the iconic skyline forever. The wheels have been put in motion for multiple new tall buildings standing at least 75 meters tall in London's City District over the coming years. The news comes as a boost for confidence in the capital's economic future, but only two have submitted formal applications so far. The first of two proposed applications made public is for a 63-story development at 55 Bishopsgate, set to sit at 285 meters above sea level. The second is a 30-story tower at 85 Gracechurch Street by Leadenhall Market. Another 8 tower blocks are currently in confidential pre-application stages with the City of London Corporation. Most of these structures are reportedly being earmarked for the city's eastern cluster, which already features some of the most recognizable towers. These include the Gherkin at 30 St. Mary X, the Walkie Talkie at 20 Fenchurch Street, and Cheesegrater at 122 Leadenhall Street. Shravan Joshi, chairman of the city's Planning and Transportation Committee, told the Standard they were all substantial buildings that will change the skyline of the city once more or add to it. He insisted to the publication that applications weren't just from financial service companies. Instead, he believes demand is being driven by grade A, really high quality office space. Mr. Joshi said the likes of technologies, creative arts, media and education firms are all being attracted to the area. In a positive sign for the city's post-pandemic bounce back, he added that the number of applications this year exceeded both those made in 2020 and 2021. Other towers are already under construction, including the 35-story One Leadenhall Tower and a 33-story tower approved for 70 Gracechurch Street last year. A 492-feet tower at 50 Fenchurch Street has also been approved and planned near the existing Walkie Talkie landmark. However, not all response to the proposals has been positive so far. Historic England and Westminster Council have already issued formal objections to the 55 Bishopsgate scheme. This is over largely concerned it will affect views of St. Paul's Cathedral and the rest of the historic London skyline. Recognizing the careful planning needed when altering the city's skyline, Mr. Joshi said, "We have got to get a balance in the square mile. We are not Manhattan, in the sense we have a Roman history to preserve. We have heritage buildings to look after. We have a responsibility to maintain that historical and cultural fabric that makes the square mile what it is." Skyscrapers are being planned for London's financial centre in a major sign of long-term economic confidence in the capital, the Standard can reveal. Developers behind 8 of the tower blocks are in confidential pre-application discussion with the City of London Corporation while 2 others have recently submitted formal applications. Mr. Joshi said number of applications this year exceeded both those made in 2020 and 2021 and was an encouraging sign of the square miles post-pandemic resilience. The city corporation now requires developers to consider whether office buildings can be retrofitted before it will allow proposals that seek to demolish tower blocks to be considered. I think this is probably the biggest agenda item we are going to have to tackle in planning terms in the commercial real estate world, Mr. Joshi said. We expect developers to come to us primarily with a retrofit argument. You have got to have a good argument to explain why that building cannot be retrofitted and you cannot use the existing embodied carbon to recover that building to a commercial estate. They have to cross that hurdle before we get into any sort of pre-application discussion on development schemes. Peter Murray, co-founder of New London Architecture, said the new developments were good news and counteracted perceptions that everything had stopped dead due to the pandemic and economic downturn. The city of London is very different to most European old town areas, such as Madrid, Rome, and Paris, which are kept in aspect and hardly touched. Mr. Morris said, the city of London has always been responsive to the needs of business. Modern buildings are more energy efficient once built as they use modern construction techniques. Tall and dense buildings are better for the environment overall because over their lifespan they are simply more efficient use of land and energy for larger populations. Dense buildings, those that are tall or in existing urban centers, make more efficient use of utilities where the consumption is concentrated, and therefore it becomes cost-effective to introduce bespoke system to harness energy saving or even energy production. Thanks for watching this video till the end.